Hi everyone, my name is Rucha and I'm part of the Creative Influencers group, which is part of the Jahinikia Neuro Lab. And our project is investigating whether social media engagement from consumers increases the creativity of social media influencers. So in the modern world, creativity can mean many different things, and assessments like the Creative Achievement Questionnaire, the CAQ, and the Inventory of Creative Activities and Achievements, the ICAA, determine exactly how creative an individual is by measuring achievement in various categories like music, art, and dance, among many others. One category that's not present in either assessment currently is creative influencers, and these are people who use social media to promote their creative skill and they influence others to learn what they do. Today, influencers significantly impact social media consumers. Social media has influenced the very definition of creativity, and therefore it's vital to make out the difference between influencers and creative influencers.
So next we'll move on to the methodology. So first is what defines a creative influencer? 1, is it a true artist with one-of-a-kind vision? 2, creates content that is not only unique but original. 3, accumulates followers, likes, comments, etc. solely due to their creative works. And 4th, display influence only in their domains of creativity. So what is our aim? All existing creative assessments lack a category of creative influencers. We create a subset of questions for the CAQ and the ICAA, which assesses the creativity of social media influencers. And then finally, in-depth understanding of the relationship between influencers' personality and their creative work.
So now we're just gonna kind of go more in depth about our flow chart. I think it's the previous slide. So after surveying various creativity assessments and choosing which ones to include in our study, we designed our subset of questions for creative influencers. So we included questions for the participants to answer that will kind of gauge the relative importance of our subset. And then we created a pool of participants based off of their work on social media. And then we reached out to them with the link to our study.
So now we will move on to data collection. So what we found is that a little over 50% of the influencers surveyed identifies as female, with significantly less identifying as male, around 20%, and 28.4% identifying as non-binary or their gender was indiscernible from looking at their profile. We also found that the creative social media influencers usually had to establish their popularity before receiving a high amount of interaction on their posts. 54 of the influencers surveyed had first posts that were not the same posts that helped them gain quote-unquote influencer status. We found great variation in the timing of both an influencer's first post and the post that caused them to gain popularity. The data reveals a trend that creative social media influencers tend to gain popularity 1 to 6 years after they begin posting their work on social media. So below are a couple examples. The first one is a Rubik's Cube mosaic of Anya Taylor-Joy from The Queen's Gambit. And the next is zebras constructed from chocolate pancakes. And the third one is Salvador Dali's art translated onto an Oreo.
So currently we are actually writing a paper on our research. And in the future, we hope to publish our paper and kind of annex our subject into one of the existing creativity assessments. Our work has helped us understand the importance of one's influential personality on their level of creative achievement, as well as consumers' impact on social media influencers. Please scan the QR code on our poster to review our references. We would also like to thank ASDRP and our advisor, Sahar Jahanikia, for this opportunity. We are now open to any questions that you may have.